Hey guys, Eric here. Today is 6 weeks on T. I took my fourth T shot earlier today and didn't hurt at all this time, which was pretty cool. But in the last 2 weeks, I've actually noticed some pretty significant changes. Like in my mentality, how I walk, how I think, like my facial expressions. It's actually pretty insane. Like, I don't know, it's been crazy. And, like, I'm in a band, which I have previously mentioned a few times, and, like, this last band practice, it was like everything clicked. Like, I was out of my shell, I was dancing around, like, owning it, and which is good because we have our first gig coming up. We're playing Pride Fest, and that's a big deal. Big first gig. And then there's like the voice changes. Still seeing an increase in body hair, still seeing an increase in sex drive, still seeing an increase in body odor and acne and all of that. Like, things are progressing right along like they should be. I think what I think is coolest about this last 2 weeks, though, is the mental aspect of it. Like, I handle my emotions differently. I'm more reserved. I'm less likely to lash out and or cry. Like, crying takes like a lot of effort, honestly. Like, there's moments where I'm like, this would have made me cry, and I don't cry now, which is interesting. Like, I'm very sexually minded right now, which I guess is the whole, puberty thing. Like, I understand now, like, as opposed to, like, previous relationships where a guy would be like, I'd be like, oh, you're checking her out. And he's like, no, I'm not. Or I didn't think I was. Or I didn't realize I was. And I was like, oh, bull, how can you not realize? Well, I understand that now. So, I mean, that's interesting in its own way. But, I don't know. It's been a weird 2 weeks, honestly. My dysphoria has been almost non-existent, which is freaking great. Like, my period stopped. I'm 12 days late, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that. And I think that definitely helped my dysphoria. I know a lot of people continue to have periods for a while after they start T. I'm glad that wasn't my experience, because my periods were probably one of the worst, most dysphoric things that could have happened. But, like, all my dysphoria has gotten a lot better. Having a lot less chest dysphoria, although it's still there. Like, no bottom dysphoria this last 2 weeks, which is really exciting. Like, I don't even think about my junk anymore, where it used to be like a really, like, ever-present motif in my life. Things are going well, and, like, we got to hang out with some people who we hadn't seen since we announced my transition, and we didn't think they were going to take it well or be that respectful. And, like, so we hung out with them yesterday, and it was just, they were great. Them and their girlfriend, wonderful, proper names, correct pronouns. Like, I have friends that are still struggling with it, so, like, it meant a lot that they went that extra mile. And when you're dealing with, like, pronoun and name changes, it's easy to get really insulted or feel like no one's ever going to see you the way that you really are. But you gotta take those little victories. And, like, yesterday was like a victory for me, and I'm gonna take that. There's an adjustment period for everybody, I guess, and as long as people are being respectful and trying, then give them time, give them credit too. I don't know. Other than that, I've been really busy. I've been volunteering. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm trying to get everything ready for Pride Fest. We're 4 weeks away. We've been doing a lot of fundraisers, a lot of merchandising. So that's really exciting. And, like, my group got adopted by our Pride organization. So I've had a lot of work to do there as well. We're having our first fundraiser in July, so I've just been working my ass off trying to get everything together for that. So, I mean, it's been really great. I'm involved in a really close-knit community. Everybody knows everybody. The local businesses are more than willing to help out as in any way they can, even on short notice. Like, it's impressive, honestly. So, I'm really excited to see what happens from here. I came out technically at Pride 2014. So, this Pride marks 2 years. And, I've just accomplished so much at this point. I'm really proud. So, but anyway, we're going to be starting a new segment on my channel called Ask a Trans Person. It's something that was thought up probably about a week ago. I was having a discussion about being able to see things from both sides, specifically misogyny, gender binary, gender norms, and I completely freaking blew this person's mind. So, starting this next week, I'm going to have a weekly segment, Ask a Trans Person. I'll be setting up a Twitter account to accept questions. You can always question me on my Instagram too. It's at PokeTrainerEric, with a K, Eric with a K. But it's going to be really cool, because I want to address misogyny, trans misogyny, feminism from all of the various angles, like the gender binary, gender norms, gender expectations, and sexuality, and what's bred into us and what's real. So anyway, that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are too. I'm hoping to have the first episode of that up by this weekend, actually. So just follow me on Instagram at PokeTrainerEric. I'll be happy to put up something about that, and I'll be accepting questions either through DM if you don't want to put yourself on blast, or in the comments of any of my pictures is fine. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm excited to do it. It'll be me and a cisgender person, and we're going to have special guests from the trans community come on and answer questions as well, both male to female and female to male, just to make sure we're getting a really broad spectrum of what's going on with all that. So anyway, to people in states that have not yet had their primaries, get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for. Have a great day. Bye.